Blight in Jackson has many causes, from owners abandoning their homes after they were damaged to failure to pay taxes. It results in many vacant properties ending up in state possession. Rosalind Anderson speaks with the Secretary of State and Jackson's mayor in tonight's edition of Fight the Blight. Roz?
The state and city are at odds over how blight got out of control in the capital city and how it should be remedied. Not far from main thoroughfares in the city, a turn can lead you to rows of burned and abandoned houses. While they sit in the city, many are state-owned.
Across the state, about 7,000, roughly. Hines County, 2,100, and then down into Jackson, about 1,900.
Secretary of State Michael Watson says most of them are forfeited land that ends up in state possession when someone fails to pay the taxes. He says there was funding for upkeep.
It's been a recurring issue. Several years ago, we had upwards of 13 million, I think, roughly in that area for properties in the city of Jackson. And we tried to work with the city of Jackson, and unfortunately, at the end of the day, Jackson said no. And at the, if you want to get to the nuts and bolts of it, it was about control.
That is patently false. That is inaccurate.
Jackson Mayor Chokwe A. Lumumba says that funding to clear and maintain state-owned properties was not enough for administrative costs, like clearing titles, and required the use of blight partners.
Those blight partners did not find it advantageous. They thought that they were losing too much money on the administrative cost. At no point in time could anybody point you to any communication that suggests that the city wanted to control the funds.
Another issue the Secretary of State points to is the lack of Jackson Code enforcement officers.
Last I heard, I think there were about 3, which is understaffed. And so when you look at that problem as a whole, it starts at the bottom.
According to the city, there are now 14 code enforcement officers with 7 in community improvement.
It's not so much that we have a lack of officers that can bring cases. It's the fact that there are so many gaps within the process that when cases are brought, they often linger in the courts for a long period of time.
Now both agree help from lawmakers to address derelict properties could help fight the blight. Rosalind Anderson, 3 on your side.